It's on the beat, make it boom.
Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. As always, I'm Alan Ford.
I'm Will Hill.
And today's episode is about the documentary called Bully, which is located on here. And it was made in 2012. It shows what's it like to be bullied. Kids getting bullied. It starts off with 3 kids.
Well, I was surprised it was produced by the Weinstein Group.
Yeah, that was ironic that there we saw Weinstein Company up there. It's like, well, that's different. They've bullied people in a different way.
In a different way.
They bullied adults in a different way. Adult women in a different way. Yeah, but it starts off talking about this 17-year-old Tyler Long who was bullied for a long time, and he decided to harm himself. I got it right this time.
Unalive himself.
Yes, or harm himself, either way.
Well, they're more than just harm.
What?
He unalived himself.
Okay, he unalived himself. he unalived himself, basically from bullying, and that happens. Now you can do it in person or on social media.
And social bullying or internet bullying. Which, I don't know. I kind of think that's a little bit more, I want to say harmful than, I guess, in-person bullying. Because internet bullying, like, more people than just your high school can get in on it.
Yeah, you don't know who it is.
And then, like, anything on the internet is forever.
Yeah.
So, like, it's,
Internet bullying, and I think kids get bullied easier because some of them don't realize that, whatever unique about you, somebody make fun of it, you should just like, whatever, I'm different. I'm not like you. Kids don't know that yet.
No, I think it's one thing to say that, but then, like, when you're not around adults, it's more difficult to be like, oh, that's nothing, or like whatever, when the whole school is doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if you just got one main bully, maybe, right? You're like, oh no, this dude's just a jerk. But if you got the whole school doing it,
right?
I can see how somebody could be like, oh, what? Maybe it's me. It's not. It never is. I'm just saying. I can see
it never is. And then they talked about that they followed this kid around, Alex, who I'm sorry I chuckled, but they called him Fish Face, and it's like, well, that's.
It's unfortunate that it fit.
And I just thought kids are mean, but that was very unfortunate because he really did have a fish face. Bullying's wrong, but a joke is a joke. But this kid was getting bullied to the point where it was like, oh my God, this.
Oh man, it felt like typical white bullying. Though.
Nobody called him Fish Face though.
I think that joke is old. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like that's something he can't help, right? And that's something kids do. Is what they notice,
right? And
turn into, and so that's something you can easily shrug off. It's the physical bullying, right? It was like TV '80s bullying, pushing them into lockers, slapping books out his hand, stuff like that.
Poking them on the bus, punching them on the bus.
Yeah, it's like, typical '80s bullying. Not to say it's like any better or worse. It was just, I was like, damn, that's messed up.
See, I'm glad I didn't ride the school bus to high school.
Yeah, school bus is a treacherous place.
Yeah, I mean, I took the public transportation. Like, I didn't get bullied. I was getting robbed if it happened. Like, I wasn't getting bullied. I'm getting robbed. That's what's happening.
That's what was happening.
Yeah, you getting robbed on them. But the school bus drivers didn't even care.
No, I think
they just I know they see that. They see it in here.
Yeah, but it's like, I feel like a lot of parents have pulled back what other people can do to their kids, and so now the school bus drivers, their job is to drive the bus.
Nah, man,
what happens on the bus? They're not in charge of these kids.
That shit is a bus. It's not Vegas.
They just ensuring their safety to the school and from the school. That's it.
Now you watch your kid. Say if it's your kid was getting bullied on the bus.
You seen that one father who hopped on the school bus?
Yeah,
that'd have been me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm hopping on the bus.
The first time it happens.
I'm hopping on the bus. I will hope that I will teach my kids how to deal with bullies before that. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, they're not coming home saying this is what happened. I'm like, oh, you got into a fight? I feel like every black parent, the next question is, did you win? Like, not what for, but did you win the fight?
Did you win the fight?
Did you win the fight? All right, why would y'all fight? Why would y'all fight?
You ask right. And don't say black kids don't get bullied too, because they do.
Yeah.
The one girl, Jemiah, forgot her last name. Last names ain't important.
Jackson.
Okay, you just was it Jackson? Or you just saying that because it was Jackson? Wow. Well,
it was
JJ.
It was a white family whose last name was Johnson.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh. And then they switched to Jemiah, and then last name was Jackson. I was like, oh.
Okay, Jax. Okay. So Jemiah was getting bullied to the point. This was in 2009. She was like, what? I think she was like 10 or 12 or something. She was getting bullied to the point where she took the gun on the school bus and decided to wave it around. And
I ain't gonna lie.
Did she shoot somebody? She
no,
didn't shoot nobody.
She didn't shoot nobody. I liked her gangster because they showed the footage from the bus. Right. First of all, her mom couldn't believe it. Right. So
Right.
my kid
took my gun.
And I'm a strong proponent. I'm a big 2A guy. I'm a strong proponent of teaching your kids how to use the weapon, so it's not a surprise. They know how to use it. That's the best way to ensure firearm safety.
But these make you a man.
Right, 100%. You should most definitely also explain, like, you pull a gun out, be ready to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Be ready to be ready to do something that you can't take back. No amount of problems.
Square up on
fisticuffs.
Yeah, how do they punch like this?
I thought it was 4. No,
they go. Yeah, they go. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway.
No, her gangster was damn near Denzel-esque.
Very Denzel.
Like, she got on the bus and she was like, they started poking fun at her. I forgot what they was doing exactly.
They were saying, I forgot what they were saying. It was
she
like
pulled the gun out the bag, nice and calm, had it sitting on the seat. Then she got up, got to waving that thing, and was like, "Oh yeah, I heard you was talking stuff. Talk something now.
Talk so you think I'm playing? Talk
you
something
think
now.
I'm playing?" It was to the side and everything.
Yeah, she had
talk something now. Say something now.
Nah.
Walking around like you had something to say. Say it again. Say it again. I'm like, dang, she was not playing.
She was not.
Not
but
playing.
Then they tackled her. Student tackled her. Then they got the gun out of hand.
That's not what happened.
They did. They said he's somebody on the bus tackled.
The cop just walked up there. She was calm with it. She wasn't trying to hurt nobody.
Oh, that's what the thing said up there. When we read it, said a student apprehended her.
Nah.
By that means tackle.
Nah. The cop said he got on the bus and was cool. She was cool.
All right. Yes. Well.
Yeah.
My subtitles were off then.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I was listening more than watching.
No, I like watching then with the subtitles on in case I missed
something. I was like doing stuff. So I was listening to it more than I was watching.
Okay.
So maybe I just missed those subtitles.
Well, but that cop said she committed so many felonies, it was ridiculous.
Right. They stopped every crime on her.
Yeah, he took out the gun, so that's kidnapping. That's 22 counts because I think it was like 22 people.
Yeah, 22 counts of kidnapping.
Yeah, and then some other shit.
44 counts of some other stuff.
She wasn't licensed to have that gun anyway, so that's
crazy.
It's like, And then it was there's a bunch of other kids, I forgot the name too, because it was just so many. But then they went to a middle school. What is middle school? Is that like 6th and 7th grade? Or
I think middle school is before high school, so 6th, 7th, 8th.
Okay.
Or
wouldn't that be junior high? No, that's junior high.
That's junior high.
Junior high is 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
4th, 5th, and 6th?
Okay. Yeah, because if you're 12, you're like 5th grade.
I don't know.
No, okay, we don't know. Middle school, it's all school. So the middle school.
Like up here, we don't have like middle schools.
Because they say he was getting picked on by a high schooler. Why is a high schooler in middle school? So it's got to be.
It's just on a bus. High school's on a bus.
Why is high schooler taking a bus with
They
middle
probably
school?
pick them all up, man.
That's weird.
I don't know.
That is super weird. Fucking Georgia.
I mean, again, thinking back to all these 80s.
No, that was in Iowa. My bad. He was in Iowa.
All these 80s, the schools were separated like building wise, but probably not far from each other.
Why you keep saying the 80s?
80s movies.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when they had like the biggest. All the movies had that in school bully.
Right.
Like Back to the Future and stuff like that.
And you were getting that feel from this documentary?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Slapping books out. Cause man, I feel like bullying in urban areas is a little bit different. We wasn't like throwing people into lockers or slapping books out there.
No.
We just talked about their clothes.
Pretty much. And then you just go get better clothes.
Right. It was
That's
more
how I
roasting.
do.
And, which now I guess could be considered bullying. We ain't really bully.
No, but that was us. That was when we were in high school. Nowadays, these kids don't care. They still in Kias. They just don't care. They still in Kias. They will pick on anybody. Anybody. Literally anybody.
You're really bad about these Kia boys, huh?
Bastards. No, but these kids, they'll make fun of anybody. Like, there's a teenager right now who wore a hoodie while he was in school and it was 90 degrees, making fun of somebody else who looks super clean. Just picking on them all day too. Probably calling them bitches and all this stuff. Like, what I do to you?
I feel like at no point did none of these schools ever address the bullies though.
No, they all never. The one lady, the one principal they followed around.
Yeah.
When the one kid, she's forced him to shake his hand, and I'm thinking like, I'm not shaking this.
Right? Yeah.
hand.
Why would she make him shake? And she tried to make it seem like he was being so sincere.
And the kid, it looked
Y'all
like,
can be good friends one day. What world do you live in, lady?
I might be friends. He said, yeah, we used to be, but he was telling her like he did all this stuff to him, and
She didn't take heed. She like, you could have just shook his hand. Like that would go solve everything. A handshake was just gonna stop the bullying.
Yes, and it looked like the kids get bullied on. They look kind of like autistic or like something wrong with them. Some of them.
Bullies tend to pick out the weakest of the herd. You know, that's a bully mentality. But again, at no point were none of the school administration ever talking to the kids, the bullies.
Right.
It was always the victims.
Right.
It was like, what can you do to stop him from doing it? Lady, what can you do to stop him from bullying other people?
Yes, and then you get mad at the kid for not saying anything, but I did say something, and you didn't do a damn thing.
Now, one kid called her out.
Yeah.
He was like, no, yeah, he sat on my head. You ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
And she go, well, I did. He didn't ever sit on your head again. He's like, well, he did other stuff.
Yeah, he kept choking me and stabbing me. Did you say something about that?
But he didn't sit on your head again. That's the only thing I was concerned about.
They did not care.
Come on. She couldn't even say nothing. It's like, I feel like when they had that little town hall, that dude said, I forgot what he said. About, like when somebody do something, somebody else take responsibility. Like the parents take responsibility.
Yeah. Well, the parents take, what you mean parents?
He had mentioned something. I forgot.
During the 50th town hall meeting they showed in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they showed a lot of town hall meetings. It's like, that's just pointless. That's just, town hall meetings are pointless. To be honest with you.
Not really, because those are elected positions of people in charge. So like, you're supposed to be there to be the voice of the people.
Right. And I feel envy for those parents because you want to watch over your kid, but then you send him to a place where you think he's safe. Like, kids ain't even safe at school.
Yeah, no, they should feel safe there.
I always felt safe at school.
I mean, what high school you went to?
I've been in private school since.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I felt safe at school. I didn't get bullied. You know, I got robbed, but like at my school, people used to pull the fire alarm, and then they fight outside, and then all of a sudden the gun would come out. So like, I felt generally safe.
All that in one sequence?
Yeah.
So fight didn't go, who pulled the gun out?
The person getting beat up. One of the people getting beat up.
Oh, yeah,
So-
you went to Julian. Huh?
Yeah, I did. But no, like, so like if they wanted to fight somebody, but this person would just like run in their class to force everybody out, they pull the fire alarm.
Right.
So everybody gotta come outside. If they looking for you, you gotta come outside. You know what I'm saying? So you get outside, now it's a fight. And then like, so like we had metal detectors and stuff, so like you couldn't, I ain't gonna say it was impossible to get a gun into the school because you could. People did all the time. But for the most part, if they knew they were gonna fight somebody, they would stash the gun outside, like in their car. Well, they had we had times where they call their peoples. So we get outside, it's 6-7 cars waiting to jump on some people.
So wait a second. I'm doing a fire drill.
Yeah, it wasn't a drill.
It's a fire drill going on because when
It
the
was
fire
not a
alarm
drill.
go
It
off,
was
you
not a
gotta
test. They actually pulled, not a drill. Like a drill is a planned test.
That's funny. Hey man, I'm gonna pull the fire alarm on your bitch ass. Keep messing with me.
And then like
one
we
more
always
time.
knew. We always knew because like you just start seeing kids they book bags on third period. You're like, wait, why you got your book bag? Oh, there's gonna be a fight. Oh, let me get mine too, because you can't go to your locker.
Yeah, you can't.
Because
You
you have to act like you have to act like it's a fire.
Oh, yeah.
They making you leave because the fire alarm was just pulled. So like the security won't let you go to your locker. Get out.
That's funny.
So if you knew it was gonna be a fight, and the fire alarm was gonna get pulled. You carried the book bag because you're going home. I'm not going back in this building. But I remember one time, like distinctively, we was in the front of the building. This is way off the dock.
It's not bullying. Are you still talking about bullying here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily want to watch the fight. I was like way on the outskirts of it.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, like everybody just started running because somebody pulled out a gun. A lot of people got trampled. I went home. I'm like, I'm not going back to school.
What the fuck did that have to do with bullying?
I said it had nothing to do with bullying. That was you trying to connect it.
Thought it was. This the fire alarm thing. That's a little extra.
Yeah.
You really hunting somebody. Can you just sneak up on the bathroom or like at lunch or something? Fight at lunch like everybody else does.
Food fights. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, anyway.
I've always wanted to be a part of those.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you experience bullying
Me?
in the private school sector?
No, I had hazing. Not bullying. It's like you just define your way. If they did it to all freshmen, technically.
Like throwing pennies at freshmen?
If somebody would throw a fucking penny at me. No, that's stupid. Throwing pennies at me? No, I had stuff like, like hazing, like you paid your way. Like for the basketball team, I had to get certain stuff or. Like that.
Okay, yeah, that's athletic.
Yeah, I never got bullied. I'm be honest with you.
Did you see bullying? Ever witnessed?
I've witnessed bullying. I think at some point I was a bully, but then I thought, no, I just do shit for revenge. Technically, you know me. I fuck with you if you fuck with me.
Right.
No,
What type of bullying did you witness?
Actually, no. I've never witnessed some bullying. I've never been around bullies.
I witnessed like a little bit of bullying in elementary school, like 7th grade.
Really?
Yeah, this one kid. I ain't gonna say no names. We still like converse. But he was, I'm gonna say, kind of outcasted. It was just school. Nobody really cared.
Right.
But they used to beat him up in the bathroom. He was chunky. They tried to like hang him up by his underwear on the back hook of the stall, but it broke. And he just laughed it off. Like he was, I say we was friends, but I didn't get bullied because it was my neighborhood school. He had just got there, but we was cool. So like he laughed it off, but that's bullying.
Oh my God, I think I had witnesses bullying. All right, so I used to hang out with this. I had my first white friend ever. His name was Victor Curve. Used to hang out, right? And then I guess I started getting older. I started playing sports. So around like the 7th grade, we kind of drifted apart.
Yeah,
but I say what's up to him here.
Right.
Man. They kept like slapping him beside his head when he was just sitting there
for no reason.
Yeah,
he just took it.
He for a little bit until he snapped.
Yeah,
that's the first time I saw white boy rage in person.
Oh gosh, they stopped bullying him after that, though.
You know how the chair is connected it to the desk?
Yeah.
I don't know if I said connect right. I said connected to if it's connected.
You messed up that time. I feel like you was fine the first time.
The chair that's connected, he picked that up.
Yeah.
He threw that.
Did he hit somebody?
He hit the kid who bullied. That kid never fucked with him again.
It's unfortunate. I feel like that's the answer, though.
Yeah, just. I always thought
you just gotta fight back.
Yeah, I learned how to use my words, so.
You gotta fight by some way, verbally or physically.
I talk about anything.
Like
I know everything. I'm Harriet the fucking spy when it comes to that shit. I know everything. You think I don't? I'm nosy.
I don't know. This is real sad to think
that you bully me and I found out that your parents are broke. I'm letting everybody know. I'm letting everybody know that your dad's a crack whore and your mom's a pimp. Yeah.
Your mom's a pimp.
Yeah, the other way around. Your mom will be slapping your daddy. I'm telling everybody. I'm talking about the teachers will know.
Oh, God.
This one kid was fucking around with me, and I spread a rumor that he masturbated in the bathroom between 4th period. By the time we got to 5th period, everybody thought he was a pervert.
Oh, gosh. That's funny.
Never fucked with me again.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. They also talked about in, I want to say Oklahoma, the depths of Oklahoma. All these places in the depths of all these places. So, like, the depths of Oklahoma, the one girl who came out as gay.
Yeah. I didn't really witness a lot of bullying, though. It was more bullying from the town.
Yeah.
Not like a specific bully.
That's not bullying. That is like.
That's discrimination.
That's discrimination. That's what that is. She got discriminated.
She was like the first lesbian in this whole entire town. Like, the first stud.
You're like, ew. That's what they did.
You're going to hell because you're gay. But, like, a lot of Bible-thumping areas of the United States are like that, though.
Yeah.
And, like, how parents even said, oh, we felt that way until it hit home. I'm like, everybody was going to hell until it was your daughter.
The plot thickens.
Everybody's going to hell until it was your daughter. Like, it got personal. I don't want her to go to hell, so I don't believe that no more. Stop. Because if it wasn't your family, you would be saying the same things.
People in Oklahoma are so homophobic, they don't even use scissors. That's the last one.
Yeah. That was a stretch. Did you warm up before that one? You warm up before that? pull a hamstring, stretches like that.
Yeah, especially when you scissor, because you got to stretch your hamstrings. All right, that didn't work again.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Looks like I got to cut that one out.
No. You gotta leave it in now. Cut it out for what?
With my scissors.
This has been Let's Talk About It. I'm Will Hill.
He's not done. Yeah, that's discrimination. That wasn't bullied. I thought she was gonna get bullied. She didn't get bullied.
And no, she had friends.
Yeah, she had a whole crew. Alex didn't have no goddamn friends.
And she had all the big Q community supporting her. She had friends. That was discrimination. That wasn't bullying.
Yeah, they didn't have to show the other people. They could have just left it at the two kids.
Yeah, I don't want to make it seem like this is isolated incidents. I don't want it to be like, oh, this is only in these small little counties. No, bullying happens every day.
Right.
I think the onus is on the parents. Oh, like I said, one dude, he had mentioned like, if a kid unalive himself for being bullied, why the bully's not being held accountable?
Yes, the bully should be charged.
Seriously, I think that was a case like that.
You will?
Some people had bullied this kid, and they kept telling him, go unalive yourself on the internet. And he did, and then I was like, well, you told him to do it, right? And they was like, why didn't you go listen? Well, you told him every day for 5 years. What?
And it happened. It's still happening today. So don't let that fool you. Bullying is still happening today in these schools, y'all.
I wonder what the parents are doing, like the parents of the bullies.
Oh, the parents our age now, they doing something different.
Like what?
Let a parent find out they kid bullying is being a bully. They getting their ass whooped.
As they should.
I'll show you a bully.
Right, as they should. Why are you picking on somebody, bro? Yeah. Like, who are you?
Yeah, who the fuck are you? It's like that episode when Bernie Mac found out Jordan was being a bully. And then Jordan decided to be a bully at home.
Right. Try.
Because it's bullies like that. They bully in school, but when they go home, they don't do nothing. They're the sweetest little person.
I feel like a lot of bullies got like some deep-seated issues, and they taking out their anger and aggression. But again, you send your kid to school expecting them to be protected. Mm-hmm. If he's bullying this one kid, there's got to be other kids he's bullying. Yeah, he is the problem, not the kid being bullied.
Yeah, we've bullied somebody on this show.
Who?
I'd like to apologize from the episode BS High. The guy we said that he just loved investigation or something like that. He just loved evidence or something.
That was a fact. He said that.
Yeah, he did say that. And we called him a dork. Or shall I say, a well penis.
You did. So if you want to issue the
You called him a nerd. He called him a nerd. I can go to the tape. You did.
He called himself a nerd. Self-identified himself as a nerd.
You sound just like the school board.
He self-identified himself as a nerd.
Sound just like the school board and the principal.
Look, I did everything I could do.
We'll see what we can do. And she never does. That's the best cop out.
I feel like they always say that. School administration always say that. We're going to look into it. No, do something about it.
Yeah.
My kid coming home beat the fuck up every day.
Every day. Like
every day. It was telling me it's happening on a bus. It's happening in school. Y'all ain't doing nothing about it. I really dislike that one lady who tried to make them shake hands.
Yeah, I would have walked away too. Like we done with this, right? Like let me just go. I'm late for class.
Yeah, no, I'm not shaking his hand.
Because she literally shut him up. She said we were friends until he started bullying me, and then he just walked away, and she was just stuck. She was like,
I'm so bad.
I'll be mad.
Like, shake his hand. And of course, the bully got his hand out. It's so disingenuous. How does an adult not realize that, but that kid was able to realize it?
Right.
That baffles the mind.
I just want to walk around a school now and just see a bully and just Spartan kick him right in his chest. Leave him alone. What is your problem?
All right.
You know what's crazy too? So another reason these kids don't come out and tell their parents, because the parents sit there and instead of like just trying to get to the bottom of why he getting bullied, they just sit there and like start attacking you, and then you feel like you're getting bullied at home too.
What do you mean?
Like you be like, oh, I got bullied. Like, why you ain't doing nothing? Do you like that? And, like, of course I don't like it.
Right.
But I've tried to tell teachers and stuff this, and now I'm trying to tell you. It just feels like I'm getting attacked even more.
Yeah, no, I feel like
some
a lot
kids
of parents
feel like
will
that.
definitely be like, yo, stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
I want to, but kid might be scared.
Yeah, and you don't know how many kids are doing this.
That's what
like,
I'm saying. You got the whole school against
the whole middle of the bus, and he sat in the same area. The whole middle of the bus. The bus. That's the most angry part. The bus driver literally sees that.
Yeah, you can
in
see her look
rearview.
up.
You can see her look up and just continue to drive. It's
But
what
like,
the fuck?
it's kind of sad because one thing I noticed with him is that he started to emulate everything that they said about him. Right? They called him annoying. He was sitting on the seat. It was two to a seat, and he sat there purposely just trying to get attention. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being this lonely, he's yawning for friendship. And started out, but now he was doing it in the wrong way, in my eyes.
Right.
Doing it in the wrong way, just trying to fit whatever stereotype they was trying to put on him. And it's like now you asking to be bullied.
Right. And it only happens in school. It don't happen when these kids are out of school for the summer. That's the weird part.
I'm pretty sure it does.
You think
Oh, yeah.
all the kids in the neighborhood?
They live in the
kids are
same neighborhoods.
Oh, damn, that's right.
He go to the park, yeah.
Oh man.
And the one girl was like, "Look, you my big brother. I'm finna get bullied because you weird."
Yeah, and then anything can happen in the summer. He can go Jemai on him.
Look, low key.
He can go Jemai.
Low key.
All
I
right.
don't want to say nothing bad about it.
All right, that concludes
But
this
I
episode.
think he should have been like in a separate class.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With-
he
one
was
with
on
the
spectrum, man.
One with the fishes.
Yeah. He was on the spectrum, and it's unfortunate. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not a bully.
He did look like Oscar from Shark Tales. A little bit.
I'm not gonna say it because I'm not a bully.
I'm a comedian.
All right,
What
what
do
do
you
you rate it?
You go first.
I give it a 3. I feel like there was way too many dramatics in this whole doc. They kept on doing like slow shots of the parents, and the one parent was sobbing on the side of the bed. It was sad. Like they grieving, and y'all got these cameras in their faces. They said like they showed some of the school board principals some of the footage they had. They showed the parents because the parents didn't even know how bad their kid was really getting bullied.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yo, it's worse than what we thought it was." It was a lot of downtime in this doc though. They did just a lot of cinematic shots. I'm like, "It's a doc. What are you doing?" Like, I understand you know how to film, but I didn't really care for all that. I really wish they would have talked to some of the bullies, right? Like they talked to the people getting bullied, but didn't talk to none of the people who were doing the bullying.
And were some of those kids doing it for the camera?
100%. I feel like you bring more attention on them by having the cameras there. And the fact that these kids felt comfortable doing and saying, the one dude said he's going to bring a knife and carve this kid up. That's a dang old threat.
That's a death threat.
That's
right
a
there.
threat.
That's
The
a
kid
death
needs to
threat.
be in jail.
He did not whisper it either. He like yelled it.
And they blurred his face out because I feel like his parents didn't sign the consent form to have his face out because he was the bully.
Or they didn't want to know that was their son.
Right. Talking about he finna carve somebody up. All right, what do you rate it?
I give this a 3.2. I almost shed a tear a little bit because I do have a problem watching stuff with kids getting bullied.
Yeah,
I don't like
kids are like they come off as helpless.
Yeah.
And I just want to help them. Like I beat the bullies up.
The black girl story, okay. Now, you showed that one thing, but you didn't have to keep showing it after that.
What do you mean? I had to include her in the stories. They're gonna talk about it.
I mean, yeah, but you know, her point seems to kind of.
She got home. She
was gonna come home. She thought she wasn't. Like, you gonna come home? You all good? Girl.
I mean, you know how they persecute black people.
I mean, they had to put her in psychiatric. She was in a psychiatric thing.
yeah, they tried to make it sound like it was a mental breakdown, which it probably was from being bullied.
And she was in, what was she in, like Georgia or some shit like
Yeah.
that? Yeah, you know, white cops don't like white people.
This is a prize she got out.
Yeah, so hey, it's 3.2. That is. They kept showing the same things over and over again. I understand it's about bullying, but I thought it was gonna be like it should have been psychiatrists there. At least interview one psychiatrist to see.
To talk about what causes bullying.
Yeah, what causes it?
What do you think is the fix? How do we fix this bullying thing?
Ass whoopings, belts, switches, paddles, hands, feet, ass whoopings fits bullying.
I say, lock they bad ass up.
Ass whoopings. Why you got to send them to jail? Ass whoopings.
Not everybody.
Call mamas. Ass whoopings.
Not everybody's down for capital punishment.
Okay. Call parents. Ass whoopings.
What if the parents ain't doing nothing? To the parents jail.
No. Jail. And then you send the kid to jail.
Wow.
See, Beyond Scared Straight need to come back still.
Nah, I think the Beyonce straight don't do nothing.
They don't?
I say lock them up.
Yeah, them episodes be a little bit too hilarious.
Bad kids know about the law. They know these people can't do nothing to them.
One guy be having speeches on that. You see, I stole a bike. You know what happened now?
Wrap it up.
I'm getting booty raped in jail.
Jesus Christ.
Like, whoa, all this over a bike? 10 speed. All right. That concludes this episode of Let's Doc About It. As always, follow us on Instagram at LDAIPod22. Like us on all social media at Let's Doc About It. Subscribe and watch this episode on YouTube at Let's Doc About It. Follow me on all social media at Ford of Comedy.
And you can follow me everywhere, simply Just Will. See y'all next time.
Peace out.
X on the beat, make it boom.